So fast. Greetings, good day, friends, family. It's an honor to be here with Michelle Copeland, my lovely partner in crime's a fun word to use, but maybe my partner in unconditional divinity and acceleration to a paradise utopian reality. Michelle Copeland. That's a little bit better than crime, I think. And
Yeah.
we are accompanied by the lovely Jill Wilson, who is one of our volunteers that has decided to be bold and speak on her experience thus far in the class.
Welcome, everybody. I want to say we are definitely partners in master co-creating and self-discipline of self-mastery and bringing out the best in one another. And this conversation that you are tuning into now live is about the first contactee training part 3, giving you the announcement of the dates of when that is getting ready to happen. But before we do that, without any further ado, we are going to go to live on with Jill, and she is going to talk a little bit about her takeaways from the part 1 and the part 2, what's been most exciting for her. So welcome, Jill.
Thanks. Okay, well, I did want to say that I've had many experiences, but no experience can really talk to the ability that I feel like I have now to really listen to my own heart. That's probably the biggest takeaway, to not just, people listen every once in a while, but to just have that as a lifestyle and to really know that you are listening to your heart, to have that confirmation there are no words to express my appreciation for that. But yeah, I haven't done a lot of channeling practice, but I have channeled, I believe, my Assyrian being. So that was exciting. I've had several great conversations with my spirit guide. One time, I wasn't able to make the class, and I was just singing, and I was closing my eyes, and I started to see color. And then I took the class, or I listened to the recording, and it was the class about the rainbow meditation stuff. And it was just amazing that I thought that being a part of the group energy allowed me to see color when I was singing that, even though I hadn't even been there in class.
That's amazing synchronicity,
stuff
really.
like that.
That's awesome. That's a really amazing synchronicity.
Yeah, so my life is really taking a very exciting direction. I mean, not just even the direction, but just every day is filled with joy and happiness and excitement and hope, I guess.
Awesome. So what you're speaking to is the Ryok meditations. They really impacted you in your transformation.
The Ryok meditations, I had never done meditations that were so directed towards a purpose before, and I found that to be very powerful. The intentions within the meditation were, very clear, and it was just unlike anything I'd ever experienced.
That's cool. So speak to us about the part 2 with Alan Steinfeld and the remote viewing. Was there anything that spoke out that you liked about that program? Yeah,
I didn't really think that I would enjoy or really even like remote viewing. Wasn't really my passion, but I did enjoy it. It did build off of everything that Ryok talked about, and it built off of the skills that I have been learning to trust yourself. That's sort of one of the main themes. And there's just no replacement for that value of being able to really trust yourself and feel connected at the same time. To be able to hear the birds sing when there are no birds around.
Exactly. Being able to tune into the silence within the self and really listen to your heart and just sinking your mind into the heart. Like I've always said from the beginning, this class is about learning self-trust and surrender. It's really about surrender and self-trust and just allowing and really being able to embody that as a state of being and be so connected with life itself that literally life will just open up. The mysteries of the universe, they'll reveal themselves to you. You just got to be able to be present enough to just tune in and silent enough to just really listen. So that's really
fun.
Awesome. Yeah,
it's
totally
fun when it happens.
not to give any spoilers away from part 2 for those who are watching who haven't seen it yet, but in some of the remote viewing exercises, one of the things we were doing was we were remote viewing Ryok's craft and what was happening inside the craft. And we were also remote viewing across time. Alan Steinfeld showed us footage that he had gathered when he interviewed one of the founders of remote viewing in the United States. And in the footage, the person being interviewed by Alan, the remote viewing expert, is like, all right, I have something here in my pocket. Let's see if you can guess it. And then we had the whole class remote view across time what was in that man's pocket. And we won't say what it is for those of you who haven't taken it yet. But Jill, out of curiosity, did you have any interesting hits or any images that came to you that was representative of some of those mystery environments we were all remote viewing into?
I did, and that was thrilling. And that little piece of it that I definitely connected to gave me the confidence to connect better the next time we did a remote viewing exercise. And it just opened up a little bit by little bit, and it was just so exciting. And to see other people, to be able to talk to other people and have them say the same thing, that they saw the same thing or pieces of the same thing, it was crazy. It was great.
Yeah, really reflective of the group synergy energy. You could actually see that materializing. I felt like in our group as we each went around and shared, as Alan asked each person to share, there was such similarities. It was like, wow, you can see how we're all like one consciousness that's like all like expressing like a piece. You know, we're all able to tune in to a piece of the whole, and then so be supportive to one another in expanding that. And that individual, by the way, is Russell Targ, and that's who is the founder for remote viewing. He actually spent years with the CIA and trained them. And Alan Steinfeld was privileged enough and knew him personally as a friend and got to train under him. So that was really awesome. So I want to give you the dates for the part 3, first contactee training part 3. We've decided because of such a overwhelming positive response of more people jumping on board that are newbies into our first contactee 1 and 2, to give everybody time to really absorb and go through the content, to be prepared. And also because we've got the Hybrid Children live stream Ryok event on April the 24th, we decided we're going to go ahead and start the 4-week program, First Contactee Part 3, May 1st, which is on a Friday, and it's going to be from 3 to 5. That way everybody in Europe and overseas in different places with their time scheduling, it's not too late and they can still tune in live. So again, that's going to be 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. and that's going to begin on Friday, May the 1st. So it's the following week, right after the Hybrid Children Ryok April transmission live energy stream that we'll be doing. And Jahira in the comments is going to give you a little poster also of the dates. So that's May 1st, May the 8th, May the 15th, and May the 22nd. So it's Friday, 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 and then it's 3 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Excellent.
Yay.
We are so excited to see all of your beautiful, lovely faces in the group. If this is your passion, if it is your joy, we encourage you act on it, because this love train is, again, leaving the station, going from one stop to the next. So if you want to get on board, come ahead, join in. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Ryok has already given a lot of information on what that class is going to be like, but I'll just say this much on it now. It's going to be something that will allow for you to really deeply connect to the hybrid children, to form a working relationship with them. And there's all types of interesting permission slips, meditations, and informational sharings on that hybrid reality. And I encourage you all to join in. And if you're like really hungry for it, I encourage you sign up for the April 24th energy stream, Creating the Hybrid Reality.
Absolutely. We'll put those links down below in the comments, and then you can check those out. And I also will let everybody know I've been guided by the Sasani Collective. I've been getting the download, and I spoke a little bit with Tyler about it, to create a hybrid essential oil blend that is specifically a permission slip that you can use for connecting with hybrid children. So there's a blend, essential oil blend that I'm going to be creating, and it's going to have in it cedar wood, Himalayan cedar wood, sage, tansy blue, and another forest essential oil that'll be added in there as well. And so I'm looking forward to getting that made up and getting the labels for it and making that available to everybody.
I know I look forward to
awesome.
it. I am going to be wearing that stuff like non-stop. I'm going to the woods and just, you know, like everything. So it's like, I'm here, guys. I'm here.
Totally. So, Jill, before we close off, is there anything particular that you have a goal, I guess, that you're looking forward to with the part 3?
That's actually one of the greatest things about it is I don't have a specific goal, but I am, my goal is to flesh out this feeling of extreme love and magic that I have in my heart and see where that goes as far as I can take it. And I think this is the love train that's going to get me there. So I'm super excited.
Awesome. Beautiful. Well, we're so happy to have you. And if anyone else wants to share their experiences when we go live on Friday every week, Tyler, Rioke, and myself and Cecilia, we'd love to have, you know, another volunteer come forward that might want to share their takeaways from the first Contactee part 1 and part 2. So I think it just speaks to people when you can just speak from your heart and what your takeaway was. And so once again, we love you here at Nourish Your Soul, and we appreciate you and value you, and happy first contact day. Happy World Contact Day.
Yeah, a quick little synchronicity I'll share on that. I walked outside my house after we got off our last call, Michelle, to go to the store. And I'm going to the store. My neighbor's working on his fence. We start talking. And I'm like, oh, I just got out of this crazy business meeting. He's like, oh, he's from New Zealand. He's like, oh, what do you do for, like, I can't do a New Zealand accent very well. It's not Irish. But he was like, what do you do for a living? And I told him, I'm like, I'm an ET channel. And I mean, I explained it to him more plainly, but he was all about it. He was like, send me a YouTube channel, give me this. And then I went to the store. I didn't start channeling Rioke, but I gave Rioke's teaching to this girl, and she was like, I need your energy. And I was like, I'm just reflecting your energy back to you. I'm just a fun house of mirrors, you know? And then I gave her this stuff. So this is literally grounding into my local neighborhood. Like at my corner store, my neighbor. It's amazing. And,
that's awesome. So we're just crystallizing this love, intention and desire to expand that. And it's just, you're seeing it crystallize right before you, or before your eyes, like your audience, just like, you know, even Abraham and Bashar, they've all said that you will have a tribe, you'll have an audience that are like, they're waiting on your message. The more you show up and the more fully present you are to be fully yourself, then there's all these people that just, they're ready for your message. So yeah, that's cool.
Well said. Well, everybody, Jill, Michelle, the audience that's here, thank you all for being here. Jill, thank you for speaking and sharing some of your experiences. They're really cool, and we look forward to the ever expansive adventure of creation all together.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody. Much love to you, and know that you're loved, you're loving, you're lovable, and you are the immortal perfection of cosmic Christ love victory in your life, in your world, in your relationships. Perfect timing, perfect place. You're in a supportive group. We love you, and congratulations on just taking the initiative of being here and showing up. That's like the first step. So we got your back, and we love you, and thank you for being here.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody. Much love to all of us.